Hi everyone, my name is Shane Rohr. I'm a licensed cosmetologist for the past 12 years, and I've been in dermatology for the past 6 years with the Parker Skin and Aesthetic Clinic. And with me is my rep from Plated, Jessica Joseph.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessica. I have been with Plated Skin Science for almost 3 years.
So tell us about Plated. How long has Plated been in the world?
Yes,
Because it is a
awesome.
newer technology, I will say, and I've seen a lot of great results.
Thank you. I love that. Yeah, so Plated has been in market for just about 3 years now. It's pretty exciting to be part of the regenerative aesthetic space. And so it is a newer technology, as Shane mentioned. It's human platelet derived exosomes. It's actually a topical treatment that you can add to your existing medical grade skincare regimen. It can be used after a laser treatment to help cut your downtime and boost your result. And
Which
also,
I can say to speak to that, like in the 6 years I've been here, once we started using Plated after procedures and lasers, I have seen the recovery time go quicker and there'd be less downtime. I can say that, especially
yeah,
over our other growth factors and products that previously were marketed for post procedure.
yes, I
This
love
is
that.
almost not comparable in the results of my clients. They see it, they feel it.
That's awesome. I love hearing that. And to your point, Shane, like it's customizable. So you can really use the products ahead of time to prep the skin to help cut your downtime as well and just to help boost your overall result. And so that is really nice because you're investing in some of these treatments and procedures. And so it's kind of like protecting your investment.
And I will say, like, my mom is someone, she doesn't do lasers, she doesn't do procedures, like, she does peels, like, that's it. I got her to use it, and she's tried everything that I've used, and this was the one thing that she was like, I think it's working. I need a second bottle. Everything else, she would just kind of like, put on and just use because she's using it. This was like the first thing I've given her in 6 years where she was like, I need another one. Like, she was seeing the results, feeling the results.
I love that.
And for me, it's really hard to get my mom to listen to my professional directions, and that was it. Really caught her attention. So
That's such a great testimonial. I love that.
yeah,
And then also you use it yourself, some of the
I do.
providers here, which is amazing.
I will say my own like personal benefits, because I mean I put it everywhere, like neck, even around my hairline. I have noticed like I feel like my lashes have become like more voluptuous. Like I don't even know if I want to say thicker and longer, but they're definitely better. It's to the point I have more blondies, and now I can get lash tints, and it just looks so much better. So I don't know if that's like a healthy side effect, but I love it.
This is an exosome based treatment. It's all shelf stable. So, what that means is that it looks and plays like skincare, but it's apply it to your skin after you cleanse the face. And then you can actually layer and build upon it with all of your other medical grade skincare. So, you just want to wait a few minutes for it to dry. And then you can go ahead and layer the rest of your products, even actives like vitamin C and retinol. It just really helps boost everything that you're doing in the practice.
Typically doing mine twice a day. You can do it once in a 24-hour period. I tell people it's the consistency that matters. Putting it on clean skin, using it once in a 24-hour period is better than using it once in a 7-day period.
Like aligns well with all of our clinical data. We have so many peer-reviewed journal articles that are published and use. Patients notice like reduction in redness, fine lines and wrinkles, brown spots as soon as 6 weeks, which is pretty impressive. And I would say that most patients would notice improvement in luminosity and tone and texture as early as a couple weeks of use. Yeah, I love that. So it's just going to make everything look better. All of your products are going to work better. Your laser device treatments, facial device treatments are going to look better. Your injectables will look better.
It does. I almost call it like the insurance to the treatment, like cascades the results of the said treatment so much better. Say like after a microneedling session on my face, a traditional microneedling, I did like half and half. I put plated on just one half and left the other half alone traditional, and that half that plated was on, I was less red within the hour. It actually, the puffiness went down. The next day it was so much better. So for me, just side by side, I know it worked on my skin after procedure.
That's such good feedback. And
Yeah.
it's awesome that you kind of did that own trial on yourself too. Obviously, when patients come in, we want you to do the whole face so you
Absolutely.
have less downtime. But I love that you did your
I
own.
do like to play with it. I'm like, I need to see it working. Like, I know regenerative medicine, I understand what it is, but I'm like, I need to see the result because I don't think we see our own daily changes. And also, let's talk a little bit about exosomes a little bit because not everybody knows like that word. So I kind of tell my clients, I almost think of it like an envelope, that has a letter inside, and there's specific instructions inside that letter. And to me, that's kind of like what an exosome is. It's just like a little envelope with messenger signals that tells the body to do specific functions.
Yeah, that's such a great example. And I love that. It's such a good visual. And to your point, exosomes are like cell messengers, and some signal things like inflammation, and other signals are more regenerative and repair and be healthy and be youthful and that kind of thing. So our regenerative exosomes do have that right message or letter, if you will, to give the cell all the instructions it needs to
Okay.
cut down time, to be youthful, to regenerate and repair or prejuvenate. And we have a lot of amazing data, like I mentioned before, that shows really great collagen and elastin behavior, improvement in mature skin, like fine lines and wrinkles, photo damage, things like that. And then similarly, like as we mentioned, you can actually pre-treat your skin or prejuvenate so that as you're aging,
Yes.
everything just kind of like takes a little bit more of a pause versus aging rapidly.
And one thing I will say, like some of my clients that are prepping for laser season, like they're going to get a CO2 laser or a Fraxel laser, they actually had some of them start pre-treating their skin with this before their procedures. And I do feel like they're even getting better outcomes, better results, people using it before and after procedure. Not that you have to, I'm just seeing a bigger difference, that's all.
That's amazing. I love that.
Because the way I think, like, I think a lot of us, like, we invest a lot of money into our service, right? And we
Absolutely.
want outcome out of that service. But just like a car, we might invest a lot of money into it, but if you don't have the insurance protecting it, I mean, how long is that car really going to be nice for?
Right.
With that being said, though, if you're not a procedure person like my mother, that's okay. I'm seeing people get really great results just by using this at home. I would call this a treatment at home in a bottle.
In the past, in order to get an exosome treatment, you would have to actually have like a laser procedure and get an exosome treatment one time in office. And so now you have like the capability to do this every day. And to your point of consistency, the more that you're using the product on a consistent basis, you know that you're getting these great messages to the cells, and that's what produces these great results in the skin. So you could start out with Plated Intense. That's usually like a good spot to start. It's the highest concentration of exosomes at 15 billion per pump. Actually won Time Best Inventions for 2024. So there's a lot of amazing awards around this product as well. And it's a great product to use, to your point, like once or twice a day, just depending on kind of what your goals are. To help tackle some aging concerns like fine lines and wrinkles, photo damage, and redness. And our study showed over time, starting to see reduction as early as 6 weeks for some of these. So that's really impressive as well. Plated Daily. And that is a product that's a little bit less concentrated exosomes, so 7.5 billion exosomes. The other cool thing about Intense and Daily is sustainability. So they come with a refill option. So the bottom unscrews, which is super cool.
You keep your pump component in your cap, so that's less waste.
Yep. And then you can actually purchase the refills separately. They look just like this. Use your original shell and put the refill in there and you're good to go.
And I will say the refill, it does save some money. It really does. So once you keep your original component, you can start to save money by purchasing the refill through us.
Yeah, so it's a great sustainability measure. And like you said, great to save. Girl math. Whenever you save any money, right?
I love that.
And then we have Plated Eye, which is like such a favorite.
It has that little nozzle to get a little bit out. And then it also has that steel tip applicator, which usually the steel tip applicators, they usually run around 11, 12 degrees cooler than the room temperature they're in. So you can also like depuff your eye a little bit as you're applying this product. I just love it. It feels cooling. It's easy to glide. I say corner to corner, and then I do like another corner to corner. Use it.
So I use it in the entire eye area, to your point. You can go all the way up to the lash line and over the lid. I like to use the applicator as well, and sometimes it's great to pat in the under eye area. So this product is just as concentrated as Intense.
Okay.
So ingredients to help with, as you mentioned, depuffing and dark circles. So there's like a caffeine extract, dual seaweed extract. There's also hyaluronic acid, but it's really nice. It doesn't pill up. And patients start to see results pretty quickly. You can notice like the depuffing pretty soon within a couple weeks. And a lot of people see great results starting as early as 4 weeks as well. It's just really like a fan favorite right now. And also when you're using both, when you use Plated in the under eye area You could use Intense or Daily the rest of your face, and it's going to actually go longer. So you could
Okay.
like start to extend to your like neck or
That's
décolleté.
true. Okay. So yeah, by concentrating this and that like eye mask area, like when I put on eye serums or creams, like I pretty much put it across unless it says not to.
Right.
That is a really good point because when you can start to bring it down, I do it around my ears, down the sides of my neck, and I also get like the top of the décolletage right there on top of the collarbone where we do start to get some creasing, or for ladies, you know, just some creasing here. Bring that down. I always say like the face doesn't always stop right at the chin.
Yeah, you don't want your neck to tell on you.
No, unless you're wearing turtlenecks all your life, then do you. This comes from a non-cosmetic space originally. Is that right?
I have a really awesome story. So our co-founders are like leaders in regenerative medicine. Rian actually has a medical division as well. Point did kind of evolve as a little bit separate. It's, you know, the exosome technology has been studied for over 2 decades with over $150 million in research. And our co-founders are internationally renowned regenerative medicine experts. And actually, one of our co-founders, Dr. Adabafar, his wife, Emily, actually suggested we use it in a cosmetic indication. So
That's really cool.
that's kind of how the plated came to light in Rian Aesthetics, and it's a really cool story. These are products that are manufactured in the US. It's all US sourced. We have like over 10 peer-reviewed publications that just really back the science of this product.
I was just about to say, like, I love seeing like the white papers and the data because I'm already seeing the results in my clients and their happiness. So then to see the scientific findings behind the scenes, it really matches what I'm seeing in my patients and the words that they're using.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like some of our studies we've done on, you know, all Fitzpatrick's types, patients that are aged range from like 35 to 85. You know, we have amazing data showing punch biopsies with really great collagen stimulation in like an 80-year-old patient. So it's something for everyone. It's not necessarily like you have to wait until you're a certain age. You can really think of it as like prejuvenation or correction. And you're going to see a benefit topically, and then it'll just boost and enhance everything else you're doing.
Where we're getting these messenger signals from?
So we purchased the platelets from US blood banks, and they're actually FDA approved transfusion grade platelets. We have a proprietary process where we are able to just take from the platelets, because they're platelet derived, just the regenerative exosomes only. That's like part of our Renewosome technology. And so there's no platelet in the product.
To me, that's amazing. It's the stability that really gets me.
Yeah, the stability is awesome. So that was like kind of like one of our like breakthroughs, right, in our technology, to be able to offer this product in a shelf stable formulation, and be able to have, you know, access to this treatment every day at home. And I think that's one of the cool things about it, because not, you know, in aesthetics, we're like, let's do all the things. But as you mentioned, not everybody wants to have a laser procedure or even microneedling procedure. And so there would be some limitations in the past if it wasn't shelf stable.
Like, I love that they use the word regenerative, because that is exactly what it does. The clients I'm working with, their skin looks younger now than when I met them 6 years ago, even though we're 6 years older together. I have put the most sensitive skin types on this, and I have yet to have a reported issue.
Yeah. And even patients with like more sensitive, prone, or irritated skin still benefit from using the product. It definitely helps overall with improving like tone and texture and color evenness and luminosity, even in those patient types that traditionally kind of react. That's a great point. While this is a great treatment to boost and enhance all of your existing like medical grade skincare, for those that are on that journey, like just starting that journey, or maybe they travel a ton or don't have enough time, this is an amazing like one and done, all in like anti-aging treatment. So
as long as you're cleansing your skin, if you're using just this one product, I know you're gonna get benefits from it. I've seen it happen. Not everybody wants a lengthy routine, and that's fine. What I need for my clients is compliancy behind their products and to get the results that they want. And I can tell you, once people are not getting the results, they become unhappy. They absolutely do.
And once like their skin looks better, then there's sometimes people are more apt to add in other products.
They are.
Or other actives, really, sometimes. Like even adding in like a retinoid treatment becomes a little bit easier and more tolerable once you're prepped your skin with plated.
When you choose to add in that next step or that next product by using plated continuously, it really makes that next thing work so much better. It's not that hard to have good skin. Just clean your skin and put on plated.
I
Thank
love
you.
it. And sunscreen.
Yes, sunscreen. I mean, you have to have sunscreen. You have to protect.